we fairly local to people now? We might be. We might be on Mortgage Monday fairly local to people now. What do you say, little girl? Guys, I do have a special guest this Monday. It's my dog, Bella. I just wanted everybody to say hi to Bella. Thank you. Appreciate that. You know, she's been a huge Mortgage Monday supporter. And with episode 71, I had to bring out Bella because she always either sits in the office or she's always running around just wondering what Daddy's going to talk about today. And I definitely appreciate, thank you for the kisses. Appreciate those as well. But I appreciate your support. So I'm going to give you your antler and you're going to roll out. Guys, because we got Mortgage Monday to do. And today is going to be a very, very special episode because we're going to talk about something that has been brought up over the last 2 weeks with a few different clients that I've had. And the whole point in Mortgage Monday is to break down something that somebody is unsure of in the mortgage process. And I want to talk about it. I want to explain it. I want everybody to be comfortable about it. So today we're going to talk about the difference between an appraisal and a home inspection. Because like I said, this has come up a bunch over the last 2 weeks, and I want people to really understand, why do we need an appraisal? Is it a good idea to get a home inspection? Now, so many people complimented me on Blue Steel last week. I had to switch it up a little bit. So I figured there's nothing better than a little all black with a little just satin red to really touch it off, you know? I figured that was killing it. So yeah, we're going to rock it out. All right, guys. So the first thing we're going to talk about, right? We're going to talk about an appraisal. What is an appraisal? Why do I need an appraisal when I'm buying a house? Because one of the first things that we're going to look at is the collateral on the loan that we are backing. What does that mean? That means when I come to do your mortgage, right, you're already going to have an agreement of sale. And this is after we get pre-approved and everything like that. You're going to have a contract. I'm going to buy this house for $200,000. Now, we need to know that the house that we're lending on is worth $200,000. So one of the, can I have my glasses back? Katie, these are not yours, they are mine. So one of the first things we need to make sure is that the value of the house is sufficient for the loan that we're doing on it against the purchase price. So when you buy that house for $200,000, that means the appraised value has to at least equal $200,000 for me to be able to lend on it. And people may say, Chris, why is that? Why does the house need to be valued? So let's talk about, you know, the worst side of things. Let's say you're not able to make your mortgage payments. Let's say you're not able to keep that house. The bank needs to know what the value of your house is worth that we're lending on. Liking the hustle. Thanks, I appreciate that, Rodney. Thanks, buddy. But we need to know that our value is protected. You're basically coming to us, you're putting 3.5% down, and we're lending you 97% of your home's value. That's how much skin we have in the game. You know, you're putting in 3% right here. We're lending 97%, 96%, 96.5% if it's FHA. We're putting in the money needed to be able to fund your loan, to make sure that you have a house to live in. So we need to be sure that the value is there. That's why it is absolutely imperative on any deal that you're getting a mortgage for that you have an appraisal. So normally what I tell my clients when we're starting out, when we're through the process, obviously we're going to talk about all the fees associated with the loan and things like that. The appraisal is one of them. Normally an appraisal, you're probably going to run anywhere between $400 to $600, depending on if you're in Delaware, PA, Maryland, Virginia, California, Florida. There's tons of different states, and each one of those states obviously has a different appraisal fee. Now, this is money that is paid directly to the appraiser. Oh, the dog's getting a little crazy. Are you okay down there? Getting nuts. This money is paid up front to the appraiser. That way, they're covered, they're got their money taken care of, and we get the appraisal back on the house. So when I quote closing cost up front, obviously we have enough money in there so that you can pay the appraisal. Now, when you get down to closing, this is money that you already paid. So you're going to see that on a different column called POC, paid outside of closing, because this is part of the transaction that you're going to pay upfront directly to that appraiser. So it is always a good idea. We always have to get an appraisal, but it is imperative that people know kind of what that appraisal is and why we need it. Not to mention, it's always good to know the value of your house. They're going to go through each and every room. They're going to take pictures. They're going to measure square footage. They're going to take a look at other comps in the area. So let's just say that, we're looking at it right now as far as buying the house, but what's the house worth in 6, 7, 8 months? How would somebody determine what that valuation is? They would get an appraisal. And it doesn't just apply to purchases, it applies to refinances as well. Because down the line, after you've been in that house 6, 12, 18, 24, 36 months, you're going to be able to pull money out of your house and your equity that you have. And all of that is determined by an appraisal as well. So an appraisal is a good thing, and it is going to give us the valuation on your house so we can determine all of those guidelines and specifications as far as the mortgage goes. Sorry, the cat's going crazy over there. Check out that suit, Hanson. Hanson, this is one of my favorite suits, buddy. It starts out nice and black, and then it ends with some Hollister sweatpants. That's what I call Mortgage Monday Volume 71, baby. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Who do we have right here? We have a crazy cat. All right, so getting back to it. Now I want to flip over a little bit, right? We're going to talk about the home inspection. We are going to talk about why it is important to get your home inspected. So many people that I talk to when we're going over upfront fees, earnest money deposit, appraisal. The third one is going to be the home inspection. Very, very, very important. There are home inspectors out there are designed to be able to look at your home that you're purchasing and are going to tell you of any major or minor defects with that home. For example, broken windows, the doors won't shut, peeling paint, cracked foundation. There's so many things that they're going to look at, whether the toilet is bolted down to the floor tight enough, whether the oven is operational, whether your furnace is operating at a good capacity, whether there's any holes or leaks in your roof, whether your electrical could be messed up potentially or not. There's so many things out there that the naked eye, won't be able to find on the house. That's why you hire a home inspector. Now, don't get it twisted. This is an entirely different charge and line item than the appraisal itself. Stop. The appraisal itself is dealing with valuation, how much the house is worth, what the value is. The home inspection itself is dealing with the actual mechanics of the house, finding out, is this house going to be suitable for that buyer? The last thing you want to do is buy a house and find out that there's structural damage, that you need to redo all the electrical and plumbing. I'll take it back a couple of years. When my wife Katie and I were looking at one of our first houses, we were looking at a house in Pike Creek. We had a home inspection. We had somebody come out, and the guy said, "Chris, your basement wall is bowed in by about 18 degrees." I was like, well, that's probably an issue. And he said, it would literally take tens of thousands of dollars to be able to fix that and kind of get the wall back to where it would need to be in order to be able to move forward on that transaction. So long story short, what did I do? I backed out of the transaction because that house wasn't right for me, because an item that we found on the home inspection was leading us to more issues than what we had wanted to deal with. The benefit of a home inspection is going to uncover things that the naked eye would not see, and it is going to let you know 100% on what you're getting into with the house that you're buying. Now, granted, this is a home inspector. A lot of people think, this guy's a general contractor. Maybe he's an electrician. No, he has experience in all of those fields, but at the end of the day, he's just a home inspector. And if you're looking to have things repaired or remediated or double checked, it is always good to get a licensed contractor, electrician, plumber, roofer, etc., to be able to look at those things. The big thing I wanted to break down today on Mortgage Monday, other than looking incredibly good in a black suit with sweatpants on, is the fact that these are two different items. You have the appraisal, anywhere from $400 to $600. On average, you're about $500. And then you have a home inspection, anywhere from $500 to $650. I've even seen $700 if you get a termite inspection and things like that. But these are all designed to help you throughout the way with a purchase on your home. So I hope you guys got a lot of great info today for Mortgage Monday. I'm going to work on actually pulling down each and every Mortgage Monday and uploading it to my YouTube channel. So you guys can check that out, The Mortgage Boss, on YouTube as well. But I am looking for guests to come on to Mortgage Monday over the next couple episodes. I have a couple brilliant ideas that I want to be able to break down, and I'm looking for some guests out there, whether it's in real estate, title, insurance, whatever, anything related to mortgages or any way we could touch on mortgages or other things like that. I am down to network, I am down to link up, and I am down to have people on the Mortgage Monday show. We don't have to do it here at home base. We can do it anywhere. The beautiful thing about this phone is it goes where I go. So I hope you guys had a very, very wonderful Monday. We're off to a great start after a boring Super Bowl. And, hey, go Eagles. Thanks, guys. Take care.